everyone, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. I have game ever since I first played. So there you go. Okay.
This is the story.
Okay, we know that. Alright, here we are.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We know this. Okay. So I am just going to try and not listen. So I'm gonna just.
When Stanley came to a set of two open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Why is my mouse so sensitive?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Whoa.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Nope.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh my god.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Sure.
Do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
Yes.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Let's just make him mad. I don't know if
there's changes. I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park.
No idea what's happening right now.
Let's take a look.
What? Worldwide leaderboard. Wow. Okay. No. Dang it. I'm in last place. Come on. Let's take this door again.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again,
No.
honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Just let him fail. Sorry, baby. Sorry.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because
you did not just do that!
To do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Okay, we're loading again. What? What?
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I have absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me
I can't
that,
jump.
Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then...
What are you doing? I'm recording a video.
Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
What?
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Oh, there we go. Hey, it's even the Minecraft music. Dang. Where did they, like...
My. It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No. What?
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5.
Uh-oh.
Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Okay, there was a lot of stuff down there. They're kind of rusty. I haven't played the game in a long time. Okay, here we are now.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Oh, there. Okay. Come with me.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley.
What game is this?
Forte.
Is this Portal? Oh, it's Portal! The companion cubes!
Genius.
What?
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you say, Dad, you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this room, and if you have any grand revolutionary ideas for the perfect video game, you can just sit there and let it ball up inside you for all eternity. I don't need your advice.
Okay.
I don't need your ratings. And I certainly don't need the validation of a man whose job is to push buttons. I think I'll just go about my business, making meaningful cultural contributions to the world. And perhaps every now and then, I'll think back to a man named Stanley who was objectively wrong in every decision he ever made. The thought won't last long. Goodbye, Stanley. Good luck with your work. And I sincerely hope that everyone lives happily ever after.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Oh. There. Okay. Where am I? Stanley Parable Alpha Test! Whoa. 5. No, 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 no. I don't like this. I can barely see. What the heck? What? And then on top of that, he called me a bastard. He's probably one himself. Okay, I have literally no idea what I'm doing. This is where I fell down. Can I go back up? I can't jump. Also, in the last video, you remember, it took me like half an hour. I went and clicked on all those doors. I actually got the achievement, but the overlay wasn't on or something, so it didn't show up. This is way funnier than I thought it did. Oh my god. What do I even do here? Oh no, 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 no. I don't like this. I don't even know what is going on. What game even is this? That still looks the same. Can't do anything with this door. This is like the only door without a number. That's a light. Is this Half-Life 2? These textures are very Half-Life 2-ish. I think. I am confused as anything. I have no idea what is going on. Oh hey, there's a light. Hi. Thank you, light. Whoa. 427, that's me. Narrator's still dead. So I kinda miss him. What do I do? I don't know. Should I just begin the game again? I don't know. I'm gonna save as a new save game. Save. And then I'm gonna begin the game again. Okay. I'm back. We're good. We're all
of his co-workers were gone.
I missed you!
Stanley
And same with you,
decided to
lights!
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Yeah. Like my original theory. It's Sunday! That of which it actually isn't.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? Let's actually listen to him. I know it's weird, but let's just listen to him. Just because why not? And no, I'm already bored
Yet
of
there
this.
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. This is where... Oh yeah, this is what we did last time.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, let's see if we can do something different. His super ultra classy boss. Alright.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Yeah!
2845.
2845.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Alright, then 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code.
You told
sheer
me!
luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Trying to find some like secrets here. Cause I don't want to die again. You know what? I'm gonna actually turn it off instead of on. If we actually get to the mind control part, I'm just gonna turn it off. I didn't even realize that. I was making music
Deeper
earlier.
into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Escape? I completely missed that last time! And I literally have no shadow. Alright, let's go this way then.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Let's go down it!
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yay? Question mark? Oh no no. Oh no.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I don't like this new narrator. Stanley Barb.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Narrator.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
These are
Do you see now?
paintings.
Do you see that Stanley was already dead?
No. Whoa, what is this? Whoa! Office layout. Cool. Corridor. The 2 doors. So where's my office then? Well, Stanley's office. Is that it? Yeah. I actually have no idea. Oh, the office. Whoa. Okay. Button sounds. The selection of the sound. Okay. Okay. Credits! So then I won! I guess. Kevin MacLeod, I know who that guy is. Who's the narrator guy? Kevin Brighting. No idea. Whoa, so I'm like in a museum or something? I have no idea. Office clock? Boss's office? Dang. Whoa! This is cool. This is actually fairly straightforward as well. Employee lounge. Underground.
They're throwing a surprise party for him for all his button pushing. Does that sound plausible to you? Nothing there. Shoot. Well, try the other one. And finally, keep pushing them.
Okay. So now the narrator's gone, we're all alone here.
See how it's impossible to prepare anything.
So that's that. Freedom ending. Oh no, it's telling me about the endings. I don't want that. Countdown mode. Early version of the... Cool! So this is like all the dev stuff. Okay. Freedom ending. Countdown desk. Okay. No idea. Whoa.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another.
I don't like
How
this
they
new
wish
one.
to control one another.
I don't like this new
How they
narrator.
both wish to be free. Can
What'd I
you
do?
see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. So as you
No.
move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do,
No.
choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Ow. Hello? Anyone? I think I'm dead. I think I'm very dead. Hello? Something's wrong. It's not doing anything. Am I literally just stuck here forever? Okay then. I'm just gonna overwrite that because now we know what's going on there, I guess. Oh no, shoot! I saved that and then began the game again. I remember. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What even happened? Is there ways to like open doors? Is there like an action key that I'm missing here? I know there's a lot of rooms that I haven't seen. Vision access. I don't know if any of that is important. Waiting input. Oh. Oh. Input received. What? What did I do? Okay. Now all the papers end.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. I get the feeling
Stanley was so
another...
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
There's a... Wait.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry
Shoot!
to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
I went to read what that said.
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it!
Fine then. Are you serious, sign? 360, let's go!
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Thanks, dude. Again? How many endings does this game have or something? Oh my god. Why? I don't understand. Hey. And now everything's gone.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Okay, that's different. I was about to end.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's just do it, guys. Let's do it. I don't know.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an aunt. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Going down. Just hide under here. The guy who's following us will never find us.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something, a conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Just save that there.
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
Okay.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to
They should
be
make
over.
this into like a movie or something.
Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
You have a wife,
All
dude?
I want is my life
Nice.
exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
God dang it.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Things are changing, dudes. But this video is running like super long, so I'm gonna save and we'll have to continue on the next one. I'm sorry, but it's very late. My phone is dead, so I don't actually know. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it and want to see more of this game, I definitely would. I am really interested. Apparently there seems to be a bunch of different endings and variables. I want to explore as much of them as possible. So, please hit that like, subscribe button, and tell me what you do. But for now, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Instant reaction.